everyone, my name is Kari Mehr. I am the maid of honor and the younger sister of Ashley. First, I want to thank Ashley and Rachel for letting me be a part of their special day. And I also want to thank all of you for coming to witness such a beautiful event. And wasn't that just a beautiful ceremony? I mean, if you know me, I'm not an emotional person. But seeing my sister be joined with someone who loves her so much just opened the floodgates for me. And really, when I think about it, my sister is the only person who can make me cry, either because she is touching me emotionally or because she's beating me up. The latter reason occurred mostly in our youth, where growing up we fought like nobody's business, and usually for not any particular reason. I remember in the winter our mother used to clip our mittens to the sleeves of our gloves because otherwise we would lose them. One day when she was driving behind us while we were sitting in the backseat of our grandmother's vehicle, she distinctly saw mittens flying back and forth through the backseat of our grandmother's car because my sister and I were using the clips to whip our mittens back and forth. However, despite the mutual fights and one-sided beatings, I actually do have many good memories of my childhood with my sister. I have a particularly fond memory of when we discovered that adding water to powdered sugar makes frosting. It was like we discovered magic. Magic you can eat. And as we grew, we got along better and better, and now my sister is my best friend. Our closest has actually gotten us into some interesting situations, like one at a baseball game a few years ago. My sister and I are very physically affectionate towards each other, and we hadn't seen each other in a while. So while we were standing watching the baseball game, we were hugging and kissing and rubbing each other's back, just really happy to see each other and expressing that in a way that we thought was perfectly natural. Then from behind us, we heard someone exclaim, "Hey look, they're lesbians!" Which we thought was pretty funny, but to be fair, he was 50% correct. In addition to the tears that came from our somewhat abusive relationship from our childhood, the second way my sister has made me cry is by making me so gosh darn proud of her, especially since she has come out. I remember before she came out, she was shy and anxious about any form of public speaking or performance, or even meeting new people in general. Then in college, she came out to me and eventually our family, and it was a drastic transition. Probably the most dramatic example of this change was her participation in her college's LGBT fundraiser, which happened to be a drag show. And I remember watching her on stage and actually getting really choked up, which is a weird thing to do when you're watching your sister dance around in men's clothing with a goatee using the stage name Brock Lee. It was because I was so proud of the growth that she had made that she was able to not only be on stage in the first place, which was a huge accomplishment for her, but also to be silly and boisterous in front of all these people that she didn't know. To see her so happy and proud of who she is, that she was comfortable enough to dance around in drag. In previous years, she never would have had the self-confidence or courage to do something that was so outside of her comfort zone. But she's flourished into a beautiful, confident, intelligent woman who isn't afraid of showing who she really is. Ashley, I forgive you for beating me up when we were little, and I'm so proud of how much you've grown and become confident in who you are. And I'm also so happy that you found someone who loves you almost as much as I do. I wish you two nothing but happiness. To Ashley and Rachel, now that we've been mistaken for a gay couple at a baseball game, now you two can go and be mistaken for siblings.